So on my previous video, I pretty much just went into a rant. Instead of specifically telling you what you should do to make money through a business or your athletic performance, I pretty much just went in a rant and spoke to you about mental health. And I think that's absolutely vital. So if you haven't already, make sure you watch at least some of the previous video, the one before this one, which is Here's Exactly How to Get Rich. That's the title. Here's Exactly How to Get Rich Fast. Watch that. I'm not going to repeat the rant here. I just want to get into the very, very specifics of how you make money through a social media business, which in my opinion is the absolute best way to make money for the majority of people. When I speak to I don't want to rant, so I'm not going to get too much, but when I speak to other people who are pursuing other businesses, it always just, it gets me confused because I'm just thinking he's doing 5 times the work for 5 times less of the money, and he doesn't even enjoy the work. It is, if it's your passion and stuff, fair enough. But I speak to some people who are like so dedicated into like drop shipping and all the random bullshit businesses that you see around. I feel affiliate marketing is like they don't like the process. They're literally just doing it for money, whereas social media has a very beautiful side to it. So here's exactly how you make money from social media. So I'm going to use YouTube as an example, but pretty much every platform is the same. Instagram, TikTok, even Twitter. I've been seeing some entrepreneurs go onto Twitter and actually make a good amount of money there. But there's a certain framework that if you're not currently in this realm, you don't know right now. And as soon as you understand this framework, you'll begin to see it everywhere. And then you'll actually understand, okay, like this is literally how you make money from social media. Now, the obvious thing that you know is YouTube AdSense. So you understand that when a YouTuber gets monetized, they start getting paid. Not much, but they do start getting paid like £20 a month, £50 a month from YouTube. As that person grows their YouTube channel, they'll start to get paid more. So for reference, over the month of December, I made £7,700 directly from YouTube. That's an abnormal amount because my main channel, maybe I'm arrogant, but my main channel is fucking sick in terms of doing well on YouTube. We have comparable views and watch time to YouTubers who've got 10 times more subscribers. Like we're doing everything right, okay? So it's more than most people would get paid at 200k subscribers, and you can go and look around, but there'll be no one who matches that level. 7,700. So I literally got paid £7,000 in January for the month of December, and it's going to be about 6,800 for January that I'm going to get paid in February, so which is a good amount. But when you're first starting off, you're not going to get paid much, and you don't want to rely on one source of income. The beauty of the social media businesses is that you can have multiple streams of income. And so YouTube AdSense is only one, but we don't want to rely on that. So there is a whole process in growing the social media channel and getting an audience to like you. That will take me literally hours to explain, and maybe I'll make that video. But right now, I'm going to imagine that you've already you're making progress on that. You're getting a bigger and bigger audience. Maybe you've got a couple hundred subscribers. You need to learn how to monetize your content more than just what you get paid from the platform. The second most common way to make money from social media, which is what most people just limit themselves to, most influencers, is kind of like brand deals and sponsorships. This is where you see the idea of like selling out. This is where someone recommends like a shitty product that they don't use, and your personal brand can get a bit of a hit in terms of people liking you and thinking that maybe you're a scammer or something, or that you're just greedy for money. You want to do this very, 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 very scarcely. We have 250k subscribers. We have about 330 videos. I've accepted one sponsorship. That sponsorship for the month of January just emailed me today that we made $7,700 with them. They're partnered with YouTubers who have 10 times more subscribers than us. They're partnered with big YouTubers. He just sent me an email that we're one of their most earning, like one of their biggest channels in terms of success with the sponsorship. $7,700 from them. I've accepted one. We've been emailed more than 250 times with sponsors. I've ignored every single one apart from that one. You must do this sparingly. You can very, very easily sacrifice the long-term success of your channel, your business, your brand by exchanging for by cashing out right now, and it's almost never worth it. So when you do start to get brand deals and sponsorships, usually you need like 50k subscribers, 100k. And even then, like you'll start getting some emails and some messages from people when you've got 10k, 5k, and they're all going to be trash. The good sponsorships come to you when you've got like more than 100k. But this could be individual. They could be, they could still find you at like 20k, right? You've got to make sure that if you do accept a sponsorship, it does not sacrifice the long-term growth of your channel or of your social media page. It has to be something that you personally use, that you personally like, and that completely fits with what you're saying on that social media platform. The one that I partnered with is called Shortform, and it works literally 10 out of 10 perfectly. It's a book summary service, so there's literally self-improvement books, and it's like that is as good as a sponsorship in terms of our values and stuff could be. It's just a way for you to like read books faster. They give you like detailed summaries. So if you're unsure of a book, instead of having to like go through the book and thinking that you've wasted time, you can literally get the gist of a book in like 10 minutes, 20 minutes, which is a really nice thing. They gave me an account. I literally rinsed them off the free account. Like I literally used it every single day for like 2-3 hours. When I was in the gym, just before bed, it literally became like one of my favorite, like literally my favorite way to read, which I never wanted to admit because I started reading on my phone and I felt like that was like a negative thing, like reading on because you're on your phone and phones are bad and everything. But I literally just loved being able to like lie down and just read on my phone because it kind of reminded me of like the thing that I used to like kind of do for fun, which was like lie down and scroll through Reddit, but this was like a productive version. But anyway, we got about 100 people onto that sponsorship, onto the links that I gave, and made $7,000. Now, I won't speak much of sponsorships and brand deals because I've literally only accepted one, but just really, really bear this in mind. You're going to get a lot of emails, a lot. And some of them might actually seem good. The longer that you wait, the more that you'll get. Never accept a deal that's going to sacrifice the long term unless it is literally the deal that you need to continue. So if you're absolutely broke, if your business is going to die and this random deal would save it, fair enough. And I've said this on live stream before, I'll never sell out. I don't need to. But if there's a point when, shit's going, like everything's going bad and my family need money, you best believe I'm going to start fucking accepting a sponsorship from like OnlyFans or so. I don't give a fuck, bro. Like I said it to all the boys, like, bro, Raid Shadow Legends wants to sponsor me for a few thousand because my family desperately need the money, or the channel's going to die, or like the editors, like I don't have any money for them. Bro, 100%, I'll Raid Shadow Legends is the best game. I don't give a fuck, bro. And people understood. But that's probably never going to happen. Don't sell out if you can. Now we come to the very, very important parts, which is what I wanted to talk about. The real money that you can make through social media businesses, which most people don't, because most people who are influencers, who are on social media, who are YouTubers, aren't entrepreneurs. The reason why I make much more than people who have the same subscriber count as me is because I started as an entrepreneur first, and then I became a YouTuber afterwards. The real way to make a lot of money is to sell products to your audience. And the best product that you can sell is an online digital course. An online digital course is just kind of like a package of content. So it'll be videos, it'll be books that you've written, like Word documents that you've written. It'll be stuff that you've put together in one place. You use like a website to host it all and it makes it nice and easy. And then you charge money for that. So I want to get into like very, very specifics here because it's so incredibly important, but it's also such an interesting business model that when you understand it, it's like you'll see how powerful this is. So first of all, just the quick question that might come up is how do you host it? How do you sell it? The website that I use to host and sell my course is called Kajabi. There's other ones called Teachable. You don't really need to know this so much. Like, once you've got the plan set, okay, and you're starting to work on a course, fair enough. But just all you have to know is like there's websites that will charge you anywhere from $50 to $200 a month, which seems like a lot, but you'll be making a lot more than that. And you'll get to host your stuff on there. Someone will come in, buy the product on like a website that you create, which we'll talk about, and they'll get access to that course. So in my aesthetic body course, you get access to like, I don't know, probably 50 videos where like I've done a video for like every exercise that I can think of how you should do it properly. I've also done a bunch of lessons on what you should do to build your dream body, and you should do this and diet and everything. And look, here's me cooking meals, and this is how you should cook meals because it saves time. Then I've also wrote 3 books. I wrote like, I don't know, 40,000, 50,000 words, something like a big amount, like more than 20,000 words. And then I also put together like 40 workout routines on my phone on this app. And I shared the link with you. So you've got 40 workout routines that you can now literally just click on the link and it'll open up on your phone. So it's a lot better than the usual bullshit when you buy a workout program and it's literally just text on the screen that says like, oh yeah, you should do deadlift. Like, who gives a fuck? It's like you click, this is the new age shit, right? So this is how you sell a course. So this video is pretty much just going to be now on how to sell a course. You can sell other things. You can sell like memberships and coaching. Just please believe me, trust me when I say like I did a lot of research on this shit. I did a lot of research, a lot of comparisons. I did my own trial and testing. You might find different results, but it's unlikely. A course is the best thing that you can sell. The other things you can sell is things like coaching. It's like your own time. You can sell coaching one-to-one, and you can sell coaching in like a group, like a mentorship. And Andrew Tate, for example, has like Hustlers University, and then he has like War Room. Just trust me when I say just a course is the best thing by far. So let's just, from the rest of this video, just talk about selling a course online. A course is made to help with one specific pain/goal that your customer or your audience has. One specific pain/goal. Pain is better as well. Always try and sell to pain. Always try and sell to fear. So the pain/fear that I'm selling to is that of a man who, for example, doesn't like his body, and he also doesn't like the life position that he's in. So get this in your mind, because this is like fundamental sales skills. So if what I'm about to say is like new to you, which it probably is to most people, please believe me that you should definitely spend some time learning about sales, because once you understand how to sell to people, you don't even need videos like this. You'll automatically just be successful. Sales is so fundamental, okay? You pick a pain that they have and you sell the course as the solution to that. You are not selling a course. You are selling the solution to their pain. You are selling the life that they get to have after they implement what's inside of your course. This is how you sell. You do not sell the actual product. Never, ever, ever sell the actual product. Like, never act like, obviously you're selling the product. Obviously I'm selling the course. But we never, in our advertisement to sell, you never actually focus on that thing. So I should have explained this first, but how do you literally what's the autistic explanation of how do you actually sell online? Websites have made this much so easy now. So Kajabi is it's not my favorite, it's just the one that I've chosen. I've never even considered the other ones really. But Kajabi is like an all-in-one. You can search it online. It's like an all-in-one platform for like a lot of different things. And it also has a website and a landing page builder inside of it. The landing page is what we need. You do not sell on websites anymore. Giants like Amazon can sell on a normal website, but if you compare the website Amazon to my landing/sales page of my course, they look very different. A sales page almost looks a bit scammy, like there's nothing on it, there's no home button, there's no about button, it's literally just a white, and it's just kind of like, okay, here's the product and you should buy the product because here, and here's a video and stuff, but it's like there's no home page, there's no of the random buttons and the search bar and everything. It's literally just for the sale. Why? Because this converts way more. A giant like Amazon can have their entire web page and they can have like different links and your account and your orders and all this shit, but they can afford to reduce their conversion rate to kind of dominate the space and be like, oh yeah, this is your all-in-one for everything related to Amazon. We really can't do that. We're selling a product. We don't want to lead them to a website in which they can click on like the homepage and everything. We want it to be tunnel vision. So we want to set up a sales page. The best way to do this is using a website called ClickFunnels. ClickFunnels is made by this guy called Russell Brunson, who in my opinion is like literally the absolute legend of selling things online. He's the one who wrote the books .com Secrets, Expert Secrets, Traffic Secrets. I've mentioned those books a lot. If you're trying to make money online, .com Secrets, DOTCOM Secrets by Russell Brunson is the books. Like I'm literally just like stealing what he said and just teaching it to you here in like a video form. Highly recommend that you read those books. He made a website called ClickFunnels, and ClickFunnels is like the ultimate way. I don't even personally use it because I just started on Kajabi first and there's like a pain to switch over. But I always said to myself, like, if I was about to sell something new, I haven't sold anything new in a while, like of my own product. If I was going to, I'd absolutely start on ClickFunnels. ClickFunnels is like the ultimate, like just the easiest, best way. I'm not sponsored or anything. You can see I'm not going to link anything below. to make a sales page. And a sales page is literally just a basic like website, but it doesn't have any distractions. You won't have the logo or any bullshit. You'll start there, it'll be the header, and every single part of the page will be optimized to convert the sale. It's very interesting how sales works, especially copywriting. Copywriting is kind of like sales online through text, because just the fonts that you use could reduce or increase the conversion rate. Just the words that you use in the title could heavily, think about it, like it could heavily, like just, it's kind of like how some videos go viral on YouTube and some don't. Just some random word that you have in the title could be the cause of a video popping off, couldn't it? Well, it's the exact same thing. Just some random word in the title of a sales page could be the reason why your conversion rate goes up by a full %. We want to optimize all this. ClickFunnels makes it very, very easy to optimize this. It allows you to do like split test. I won't get into like too specifics, but pretty much we want to build a sales page. So we'll build the course and we'll explain that, but you don't need to know too much about the actual product. This is what's interesting about sales, is like the product actually takes the back end. We only want to make a fantastic product if we know it's going to sell first. Most beginners, like you probably thought I was going to teach you, okay, here's how to make the course and everything. No. We make the course second. First, we want to make sure that people actually want to buy the product, because otherwise we'll waste our time. We'll waste an entire month making a course, making loads of videos and books and everything. Fuck that. No, we're not going to waste our time. We're going to sell it first, and if it sells, then we're going to make the course to make sure that we're actually making something that people want to buy. So we make a sales page using ClickFunnels, or personally I use Kajabi, and both work equally. You can find a bunch of different websites that do the same thing. But sales page is literally just that, kind of like a web page, which is just dedicated to selling this product. There's a certain format of a sales page that has the highest conversion rates. And our friend Russell Brunson has already, like he's done a lot, like millions of testings, like millions of dollars of advertisement to test different things. And he's gave the exact structure. So I won't really go through the structure because that's very specific of like what you should say here, what this button should say. But just know that there is an exact format to a high converting sales page. There is an exact format that you can literally just follow. And in fact, my page has followed that. So the easiest way, like if for example, I was going to get someone new onto what I'm saying here, the easiest way that I would tell them, copy. Find the sale page that you like, maybe my one for the aesthetic body course, literally just copy it, the exact structure, the exact format, just change the words to obviously fit your thing, change the pictures to obviously fit your product, but copy the exact structure. There's an exact structure that has, this is so important, and I know it seems kind of like, you know, minor or something. The reason why I'm saying this is because you need to take the customer through a journey. And if someone has, like Russell Brunson, the guy who's like, you know, made ClickFunnels and wrote those books, he's already spent millions of advertisements. So he kind of understands, you know, like, oh, the customer left the web page at this point. So he changed it around, he optimized it. It's kind of like the customer comes in and they see, you know, the head page, they see the title and everything. They start scrolling down to see the details of the course. And most people will act in the exact same way. And so we need to, for example, we show them, you know, what the benefit is. We big hook, big like a headline that hooks their attention. And we want them to come down. And when you follow, for example, my page, or you follow like a different landing page, you'll see that they have pretty much the same things, because the customer then will have a limiting belief pop up at the same time that they've reached the page of my web page, which explains that limiting belief and destroys it, so that now they continue. But then they're going to have another limiting belief saying like, oh no, but you know, this is a risk. But then that's just where they'll scroll onto my webpage, which says, oh yeah, there's no risk. I'll give you your money back if you don't like your product. So there's an exact format. I won't go through the full detail because we'll have to get so specific, and I'll have to literally show you like with editing of like, okay, you know, this is this and this. Easiest way is just go onto a sales page. Russell Brunson, if you just search up his stuff, search up like Russell Brunson book or something, and then go onto his specific website, you'll see how he sells. And you just want to essentially just copy someone else's, which you know is going to be working. So we have a sales page which follows an exact format, which is like a high conversion sales page. And behind it, when someone buys, they then get the product. So that's like the format of this, right? And so I'll explain more of those two things, but the framework of this entire thing of like making money through social media is that we post social media content, we gain an audience, and then every time we post social media content, we're going to refer not to the product. That's the thing. Generally, you don't actually want to, like, because it kind of ruins your brand image. for example, I wouldn't too often make a video in which in the video I kind of say to you, oh, by the way, I'm selling something that you should buy, and click on the link. I say something similar, but I don't exactly say you should, like, you know, this is the course, right? What's way better, which a lot of people have experimented, is to not send someone directly to the sales page and instead get their email address and sell to their email. So this is becoming a big, lengthy process. We first start with the social media content, the TikTok videos, the Twitter posts, and the YouTube channel like videos. In these videos, we want to give value, we want to make some good content that people, like, you know, they enjoy, they watch a lot, they stay around, they subscribe. We want to start gaining an audience. Now what we're going to start to do is we're going to refer people to get them into our email funnel. This will all start to make, like, it'll all come together soon. But we started up here with the social media side. What we're going to do now is make an email funnel. So I first started with the website called MailChimp. And Kajabi puts it all together. So I literally just use Kajabi. And I'm not sponsored. Like, I legally have to tell you if I'm, like, sponsored by these companies. These are just my own individual, like, opinions and preference. MailChimp is nice and easy, and it gives you like a kind of free access to it up until you get a certain amount of email subscribers, so that's nice if you don't want to pay anything. Move on to Kajabi as soon as possible, in my opinion. So an email funnel simply just means that you collect people's email addresses. So you've probably clicked on some links and it says like, oh, you know, here's like the free ebook, here's like a free guide, and just put in your email and I'll send it to you. And then they start like spamming your email. That you are now in someone's funnel. So what we want now, we want to collect people's email addresses, and we want to send them emails to sell to that, right? We don't want to sell, we don't want to like ruin our social media content by trying to sell on there, but, you know, to directly sell, because it's kind of just like, you know, 50,000 people will see it, and even if like 100 people buy, like the video's been kind of ruined for like so many people. It kind of ruins your personal brand to be like a salesman on directly on the video. We'd rather on our social media content say, oh yeah, by the way, I made something for free, just go to this link and just enter your detail and you get it in. You don't even have to say that much. You can literally just say, like, oh, by the way, like how I do it, I made 7 free workout routines, click on the link in the description, that's it. So that sounds a lot better. Oh guys, I made a $200 course that you should probably buy, and, you know, it'll really, really help you and stuff. You just wasted like a minute of your content. So this is getting complicated. Probably need like a lot of fucking explanation for all of this, but I'll try and like keep you through this, right? So we're up here, social media content. We're gonna now refer them to what's called a lead magnet. So a lead is kind of like the email that we want. It's kind of like, you know, there's a potential customer here, and the way that we symbolize that is that we have their email address. A lead magnet is a thing that we exchange for people's email addresses. So for me, it's that this is the line that I say, it's like 7 free workout routines. That's a lead magnet. For a lot of people, it's kind of like an ebook or something. It's kind of like, oh, you know, here's my guide to like stop fapping. It's like a 22-page ebook or something. You want to give them something for free, and the easiest way is just like write up like a little guide on Word document or something. That's like quite a low-end lead magnet. It's not like a great one, but you understand the process of this, right? So you make a little shitty product that you're going to give for free. And then using those email services, MailChimp or Kajabi, you can set up quite an easy page, which is called like a lead magnet page, which is literally just like a page that says enter your email and you'll get the free workout routines, or, you know, I'll email you the PDF book or whatever. So you make that using one of those websites. So now the process is that we start here in our social media content, and instead of just trying to sell the course directly, we start here and we say, oh yeah, we'll give you something for free. Go to the link in the description. They click on the link, then they're sent to the email lead magnet page, which just says enter your email and I'll send you the free PDF. They enter their email. Now they'll start to, on the first email that they get from us instantly, they'll get the thing that they signed up for. So they'll get the workout routines or, you know, the free PDF or something. After that, they'll start to get more emails from us. So all of this you can do inside of the email services that I mentioned, so MailChimp, Kajabi. And what we do is we set up something called an email sequence. An email sequence it's like an automated couple of emails. So you've probably seen it, you know, like when you've signed up to this stuff to get like a free ebook or something, you obviously know that person's not individually typing to you, right? It's a sequence. It's just like, it's been mass marketed to people who have signed up. So on the same email service, it's kind of easy to set this up because they know what people are using it for. You'll have it automated that, for example, it will say, send this email instantly. So for that one, you'll attach the free lead magnet that they signed up for, because you want to give it to them straight away. So for me, in that same first email that they get instantly, I put in those 7 free workout routines For other people, it'll be, you know, the ebook or something that they were supposed to get for the email. They'll attach that onto the first email, and you say like, oh, you know, thanks for signing up, and here's the thing that you asked, and oh, by the way, like, you know, you've subscribed, so I'll keep sending you emails, and you know, if you don't mind, like, it'll be good emails, I promise, and stuff. That's the first email. Now, through a series of 5 total emails, people have tested this, so 5 works best. You want to start taking them through the process of selling them, and I'd have to do a full video to explain like the best sort of email sequence, and everyone, you know, fights over which one it is. Just, you can literally go to my main channel on any of the videos, and it's very, very wise to do this. This is called like funnel hacking. Essentially, you act like the customer of one of your competitors, of someone you want to research. So if you go onto my main channel, go onto the description of one of my videos, and they'll say 7 free workout routines. Go on that, sign up, and see exactly what happens. It'll take like, at first you get an email, then the next, like 24 hours later, you'll get an email, but you'll get to see the exact process that I personally use, the exact emails that I use. And that's very, very, very wise. Now, of course, I've just kind of manipulated you to like give me your email, but like, it's a win-win, isn't it? I want that email, bitch. So, an interesting thing that just came to mind is a bunch of marketers, like a lot of marketers, say this analogy, which I really like, which is that every email in your email list, so every guy who's gave you their email, is like $1 a month. So if you're like a small channel and like, you know, you've sent 50 people to the lead magnet, and they've, you know, 50 people have put in their details so they get the lead magnet, and you have 50 emails in your email list, that's like $50 a month. You've built up 5,000 emails in your email list, that's $5,000 a month. It's a very, very easy, obviously it's a rough metric, and it might be every email is like 77 cents or $1.36, but it evens out to about $1. So that's like kind of like your goal. And it's accurate. It's very, very accurate. It's like a motivational thing to think like, oh yeah, like, you know, as soon as I have like 2,000 emails in my email list, that's kind of like $2,000 a month if you're following like everything else. So at this point, you'll write up the email sequence, so like the 5 emails that they'll get. So they'll get the 1 email straight away. They'll get the second email 24 hours later, the fourth, you know, like 48 hours every day, they'll get like a new email. In these emails, I'm not going to tell you exactly what to write, because that's, like I said, it's a whole separate video. There's way better people than me who have said exactly, you know, what converts the most. But you're pretty much just taking them through the process of the thing that you're eventually going to sell, which is your course. So I didn't say this clearly, but when I said about the lead magnet, which is the thing that you give for free in exchange for their emails, the lead magnet has to be related to that same course that you're going to be selling, like the same pain. So to make it clear, the course I'm selling is on building your aesthetic body, building your 10 out of 10 dream body. The free lead magnet I'm giving for free is 7 free workout routines. So it really, really fits well. So you sign up to my lead magnet, you get 7 free workout routines, and I tell you, oh, you know, here's your email, here's your workout routines. Oh, by the way, I'll send you extra advice on emails if you want to stay subscribed. And then after that, you start getting more emails, which is like, for example, the second email could be me saying like, oh, you know, and here's the best workout to build a good body, and like, you know, it's a little bit of a story and stuff. And I'll be like, oh, yeah. In one of these emails, you'll start to like mention the course that you have. You'll like briefly mention it, and it'll kind of appear in their mind. And you just constantly over the next few days mention the course and sell it harder and harder to them. So just this 5 email sequence sells like a good amount. So that is where like you can pretty much stop at this point, and this is like, that's how you sell online. You don't sell directly on the social media content. You sell through that email sequence. Then after that email sequence has ended, so you know, you'll write like 5 emails that will be sent over 5 days. You have all these people in your email list that now you can like manually write emails. So for example, I have my assistant manually writing emails about self-improvement, and it kind of like cultivates like this warm audience of people who constantly get these emails every couple of days, and they're looking forward to them. You know, it's like a nice little story in their inbox of my assistant. And every now and then we'll mention the stuff that I'm selling. So that's the process. We start over here with our social media content, and you know, for example, I'll make a video on like how to build bigger arms. Inside of the video, inside of the content, inside of the TikTok video or the Instagram post or the Twitter post or anything, we'll just mention something for free, the lead magnet. We send them over to the lead magnet page in which they put their email in, and they get like a free thing from us. That starts an email sequence which they get the free thing from us, and then over like 4 or 5 days the emails start to sell them the course. And eventually we've got so many emails in our email list that now we can start to manually email these guys. And every now and then, not so much, but every now and then we can say, oh, by the way, you know, the course is there and there's a sale or something. So that's the process of selling. Now let's talk about actually selling, like actually the sales page, because all of that really all of that process of the emails is kind of literally just to get more people to look at your sales page. Now we've got to make sure the sales page does well, and I'm not going to go into the specific details, like, you should have a header here and stuff, but there's a few basic fundamentals of sales that you should know. And one of the biggest things is your offer. There is such a thing called the offer stack, and I think it's probably one of the most important things of sales in the modern day. The offer stack is that instead of just giving someone like the basic thing that they wanted, which, for example, like a normal course is just kind of like a bunch of videos. What we want to do is you want to stack so much extra stuff in the same offer. And so you can, like, it would be so much easier if you just went onto my own sales page and you just looked through exactly, like, hopefully you've seen the page so you know exactly what I'm talking about. But the way that you do this, and it's so clever because there's people who have like literally sold so much that they know exactly, how to structure this and everything. And I was literally amazed when I was going through this knowledge. The idea is that you show them the main part of the thing that you're selling as like the original product. So for me, it's like the Aesthetic Body course. I kind of like act in a way that the course was just the videos. And then you say, okay, the videos, you list this out on your website and you say the videos are this much. It's $197. Like, for like, I've sat down and I've recorded like 50 different videos. It's $197. But then you scroll down on the same web page and I've put them through the offer stack. But now you get bonus number 1, which is that, oh, by the way, you get this book. And that's worth $30. And the book's like 20,000 words or something. And you get bonus number 3, which is 40 workout routines that you can literally just click on and they open up on your phone, and that's worth $100, and you get it for free. And so what you're doing is you're just stacking extra stuff into that original offer that makes them feel like, wait, what the fuck? Like they get to scroll and they're like, wait, I get so much shit. I thought I was just gonna get the videos, but like, look how much stuff I get for free. Oh my god. Like in the end, you kind of show like, oh yeah, like there's $1,000 worth of stuff in this product that you originally were gonna buy for $197, but like, look how much extra stuff there is. That makes someone so compelled to buy. Then you go through some basic sales principles, which is kind of like offering a money back guarantee and showing testimonies and everything. So it's very worthwhile for you to research things like just basic sales books and also Influence. Because the book that I literally have here that I was reading this morning, Influence, The New Science of Persuasion by Robert Cialdini or something. There's 6 principles to influence, and I won't cover them in this video because it's kind of a separate thing. But you want to be using some of them in your sales pitch, because a sales pitch, like the old school sales pitch 50 years ago, 20 years ago, was like a couple of guys in suits around a meeting and they're saying like, oh yeah, you should buy our software, and they've got like a sales guy and stuff. The new sales pitch is just the sales landing page. So you can see that this process is coming together, and this is how you sell. So now we've covered the selling aspect of this. Now all we have left is like the actual course and the product, and that really does take a backseat. And the reason why, I know it sounds kind of backwards, and the new age thing is like to not think about sales and everything. The reason why we focus on the sales side first is because we don't want to make a product that no one wants, because it's a waste of everyone's time. What we'd rather do is set up the sales page, see if people are gonna preemptively buy our course. If a fair amount of people have preemptively bought it, then we'll go ahead and spend like the month it takes to actually make the course. Excuse me. So this is called a pre-sale. So I did a pre-sale for my course in June. So before I'd even made the course, I made the selling page first, and I literally like half the price of the course that I would sell. So I was going to sell it for $197. I set it up for $97 and told people you can have $100 off if you buy it right now, and this is what the course is going to be like. So they literally get nothing. People will buy it because if someone trusts you, they've been watching your social media shit, and they think, and you've told them, yeah, it's going to be at least $100 more expensive. If you buy it now, you'll get access to it as I'm making it. People kind of understand, like, if they'll probably trust you. A lot of people won't, and so obviously you're not expecting like the total sales. But the idea that when you set this up, you set up the sales page first, and you say in the sales page, like, this is a pre-sale, you don't get anything right now, but I'm making the stuff as we go along, and I'll keep uploading it, so you'll be the first one to get it. And you also get to secure like a lower price that the course will never be sold at again. People will sign up. So for me, my goal was 10 sales in like the pre-sale for me to know that, yeah, people actually wanted to buy this. It got 10 in like a couple of days, and then it kept on getting more and more and more. I'm pretty sure I sold like $5,000 worth. My goal was $970 in the pre-sale. It got like 5,000 something in the pre-sale. That's how you know, okay, like shit, I'm selling a product that people actually want. Like, fuck, let's make this shit. For the actual course, the advice I can give you there is specifically just remember the point of a course is to be the solution to a very specific pain / fear that they have / goal that they have. So like I said, mine, the very specific solution was that they didn't like their body. They didn't like, you know, the life that comes with the guy who has a body that he doesn't like. So then you sell to that. You actually make the product aimed at that one thing in their life. The idea is that you're selling like a one-stop solution to that one pain, and it kind of like helps them mentally in the sense that you tell them, hey, this is the one thing you need. If you buy this, you don't need to watch any more YouTube videos. If you buy this, you don't need to buy anything else. This is the one thing you need to reach that goal. Everything I've just said, maybe I should have said this earlier, but everything I've said is related to a course that you're going to sell for $197. $197 for an online course is the second best price that you can ever sell it at. I've done a lot of it, like not experimentation, but I did a fair amount of research for people who've done a lot of course sales. And, you know, they price it at different products and everything, because it's this weird thing that like there's a sweet spot to sell which gets you, in terms of price, that gets you the most money overall. Because, for example, imagine you make the course like $10, your conversion percentage will go up, but the amount that you make overall will go down. If you sell the course at $15,000, you might not sell any. So obviously you've got to find the sweet spot, and the sweet spot for a course is $197. Except for if you can sell a course for $1,997. If you can sell a course for that much, you are set up for life. If you have a successful launch of a $2,000, like $1,997 course, you'll be financially free. Like, seriously. Every single time someone makes it and like they actually sell a fair amount, you become financially free. You only have to sell like 200. If you've got a big audience, for example, Andrew Kirby did this. He's a self-improvement YouTuber that you may know. If you have a big audience, you'll automatically become financially free when you make a $2,000 course. But then it really it really sacrifices your long-term personal brand. Unless you are specifically a guy who's in like the make money online niche, and you're one of those guys who are like selling a course on how to like make money online, on how to make a course kind of thing. Like what I'm teaching you right now, this could be a course, and obviously I do like a bunch of lessons and everything. I could literally, this would be the thing that I could charge $2,000 for, but it would ruin the personal brand. And yeah, $2,000 is, you know, I'd make an extra $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 a month, but the personal brand would die off. The YouTube channel would die off because you become a guy who's just selling this stuff. So if you are someone who doesn't want to be in this sort of like influencer, social media, personal brand for the long term, you may want to consider this. If you do a $2,000 course, it's like a whole extra thing, and you know there's better people than me because I haven't done that, but the process is very similar. You still sell the course and everything on these websites, but then you start having like a sales team and they sell on the phone and all this. That is the absolute way to go if it wouldn't negatively impact your future. For me personally, if, for example, you're trying to grow on YouTube exactly like I am, it would sacrifice the long-term gain, so it's not worth it. Even just my $197 course gets me some flack because I'm selling a course, and you know, selling courses is, a lot of people do see it as kind of negative. So I've kind of vowed to like never sell a course above that price, $197, because it's a fair price. It's like expensive enough for it to be worthwhile for me to put in like a good amount of effort, but it's also like cheap enough for like a lot of people to buy it. But at the same time, because you're literally selling anything, you're going to get like a flack from like broke people, not even broke people, just people who just don't like to see anyone else sell things. And that being said, I'm like pushing away from like selling things on my main channel, because it's one of those like things that does reduce your long-term success. And the best case scenario is like you literally just give out everything for free and you'll get more growth from that. But obviously you've got to make some money like from selling stuff. Most people have got to make money from selling stuff to like keep their business alive and all this, and to keep profits high. So if it's worth for you to think right now, is it going to negatively affect your brand if you sell a course for $2,000? For a lot of people, the answer is yes, and they should stick to $197. for some people. For example, if you have like a hidden face, if for example you're like your channel's more of like a business channel in the sense that your face is like hidden from it, then it's not going to negatively impact like your personal brand, especially if for example you are going into like that finance niche, because then it's kind of acceptable to sell a course for that much, because you're in the niche where people are learning to sell a course for that much, so you can sell the course for that much. But either way, for the majority of people, $197 for the course. And we can get more into like specifics, but I won't go too much because it's going to be too much to like digest for you. But then you can make even more money when you do like upsells and downsells. So there's extra stuff, like there's a whole process to sales that, you know, sometimes you've heard people say like, oh yeah, you should learn sales, it's like a really important skill, but you've not really understood like, you know, what does that really mean? Like fucking Wolf of Wall Street selling me this pen type of bullshit, okay? There's a specific formula that people who have invested millions of dollars have found out is like the most optimized way to sell. And so the way that the overwhelming majority of us will only ever be selling in our lives is through like a landing page, is through like a sales page. Because like for most people, we're never going to get like a sales job, you know, a normal job where we're calling people or we're sat in front of like in a meeting or something trying to convince like our buyer to buy our like software or some bullshit, right? For most of us, we're just going to sell this way. So it is so worth it for you, if you're interested in what I've said in this video, to go and start reading the book immediately. .com Secrets by Russell Brunson. I have completely and utterly like kind of, what you've got from this video is nothing compared to the advice that he's put in his book, just put it that way. I didn't understand any of this process last year in May 2021. I didn't understand any of this process. I didn't know anything about sales page or ClickFunnels or anything, right? I promise you that I read the 3 books. It starts with .com Secrets, and when you read .com Secrets, you'll understand what the other books are. It's like a trilogy by the same guy. .com Secrets by Russell Brunson. He walks you through the process, then you get the second book and the third book. He literally walks you through the entire process of social media. It blows my mind that he's literally laid it out. And if you've read it, or if you go on to read it, you will literally see that I'm not original. You will literally see that I've literally just copied the blueprints, and it's worked phenomenally. It's insane that my success on YouTube and the amount of sickening money that I make, like 20,000 passively, I promise you, you can replicate it. Of course, you know, there's a sense of luck and the YouTube algorithm needs to like blow your video up and stuff, but you can start making a good amount of money immediately with only a couple hundred subscribers. That is the process of selling on social media, selling a course and making a good amount of money on it. Do the hard work, especially when you don't feel like it. Mwah.